When I tell you this is my alarm when I get up every morning, do you believe me? Ah, yes. It's one of my shot glasses. Hello, everybody. This is the chair, but a special edition, of course. We're going to have this every week. It'll be the Raider Weekly Preview, I guess we'll call it. And we'll go through what happened the week before and preview next week. And we had the last Monday night football game in Oakland. And it was the Denver Broncos, who, of course, we hate, right? We hate. Donkeys, get out. Dump Denver. Uh, Coming to Oakland for the last time for Monday Night Football. And it was part of a doubleheader that I hope everyone enjoyed of that night. Now, this game was just beautiful. It was one of those games where you just wish you had every game. Where it was domination, it was just everything you wanted in that game. And as we look at the stats of it, Derek Carr, I'm wearing a uniform. Well, sure, I can't wear a uniform. He had one quarterback rating was 121. He had a touchdown and no interceptions. He missed on 10 passes, but that's not bad. Out of 31, 268 yards and one touchdown pass. Excuse me, that's Joe Flacco of the hated Broncos. There we go. Carr had 121 and quarterback rating, which is awesome. The highest rating out of everyone in the league, other from, I believe, Jackson and Brady. I think he tied. He threw for 259 yards and one touchdown. He was 22 for 26. It's even better. Well, Josh Jacobs, his first game out of Alabama, the rookie, 23 carries, 85 yards, and two touchdowns. Tyrell Williams coming from the Chargers to the Raiders. Welcome. He had 6 receptions for 105 yards and a touchdown. Waller, the rookie tight end, had 7 receptions for 70 yards. Jacobs with a great 28-yard reception. Morneau with 2 catches for 28. Brian Grant had 16 yards. Renfro with 2 catches for 13. And Harris even had a reception for 7. Defensively for the Raiders, Carl Joseph, 3 tackles. Lamarcus Joyner, his first game with the Raiders coming from LA, had 5. Whitehead with 4. Perfect with 3. Crosby with 3. Mario with a big game with 4. Conley with 2. Mayau with 3 tackles, 2 were for sacks. Farrell, the rookie, with a sack. Defense was just awesome. They couldn't play any better till the end. Denver late had some points, but ended up losing 24-16. But the result was already done for the Raiders. Again, Flacco, 24 for 31, 268 yards, a touchdown. Freeman did not do well. He had 56 yards rushing. Lindsey as well with 43. Sutton For the receiving, Broncos had 120, Sanders with 86. Lindsey had 23 yards as well. And the defense could not do much for Denver. No sacks, which was awesome. No sacks at all. So that was week one of the Raiders season. And it was one to remember for those that were there, for those watching all across. It was like one of those games you want to take home. And, it was pretty awesome. Now, for week two, which not many are given a chance for the Raiders, and that's understandable. You know, they're young. They have Kansas City coming in. They're, of course, the favorite. Anything can happen. You can have a crazy game. You can have a wild start and a wild finish, you know, as the Kansas City rivalry is with the Raiders. This rivalry's gone back AFL 1960 since the Kansas City Chiefs were the Dallas Texans. Uh, and they met each other in the championship game in 1969. Kansas City ended up winning that, but then the Raiders ended up going on a run against Kansas City, dominating them until the 90s. And for Kansas City now, they're going to have some injury issues. The Raiders will too, without Jonathan Abram. But a great safety was dynamic, let's just say. Since training camp, he was dynamic. Jonathan Abram. And that'd be a big loss for the rest of the season. Somehow the Raiders will have to overcome that. I could be optimistic and hope for something to happen, but we'll see. Defensively, with Kansas City, as I'm reading, they are going to be without Tyreek Hill. That's a big loss for Kansas City, as he hurt himself against Jacksonville, and it's a big loss and probably a game for the Raiders that they have one less weapon to stop for Patrick Mahomes. And somehow the defense will have to corral Holmes and make him throw the ball away or sack or have incompletions. That's the hope for the Oakland Raiders. And their left tackle for Kansas City, Fisher, is questionable. You know the left tackle is so important, and we'll see if he will play on Sunday afternoon at 1. I believe it's 1:45. We'll see what happens with that. That would be a big loss as well for Kansas City if that's the case. So the one thing I hope for is, again, a fluid game. If Jacobs could have another great rushing game, Tyrell Williams can do his thing and get open. Kansas City, again, they have a different defense now. There's a lot of names that aren't there anymore. Eric Berry, who's a free agent still, is not there. D4 is not there. From others as well. So we'll see how it goes on Sunday. My prediction, I hope the Raiders win. Of course, it'll be a close one. Most likely it'll be 26-23 Oakland. That's the hope. I don't know if that will happen. But being a Raider fan, I hope only for the best for the team. And we'll see what happens. Although this has been a short preview, it's just been a crazy week for me. Went all around, and but I'm wearing, I got the Raider stuff on. Everybody knows who I'm going with, who I'm supporting, who I am, and what I am as a Raider. So this has been a short, but I hope thorough weekly preview of the Oakland Raiders. as they get to week 2. Kansas City comes in for the last time in Oakland, and the black hole will be loud. It's going to be a crazy loud atmosphere, and I hope Kansas City uh, is deterred by it. So for James, for me, third person, uh, and the chair I'm sitting in behind me, this has been the Raider Weekly preview, and we'll see you next week for the preview of week 3 whenever they play next. So let's just focus on week 2, and we will see you then. Take care.